time for the bell. How many options will you sell? Fire up your platform, get ready to enter. But first, let's get the mindset centered. Hey, hey, let's go. We're not here to gamble, we're here to trade. We follow the plan, that's how we get paid. Testing, trading, have success. Find what works for you and forget the rest. Stats and probabilities is what we're about. Time to dismiss greed and doubt. Focus on the process, not the money. And the profits will flow like honey. Power Hour Live, let's start the show. Come on, trade hackers, get ready to go. 0-day options, time to make bank. Get locked and loaded, then be ready to plank. Hey!
Hey everyone, welcome to Power Hour Live, Friday, December 13th. S&P is down 4 points. NASDAQ is up 147. Russell's down 19. Dow's down 84. Gold is down 1.35%. Silver down over 2%. Notes and bonds red. 10-year yield up 1.73%, sitting at 4.401. Oil up almost 2%. Natural gas down almost 5%. Grains, well, soybeans and corn finished pretty flat. Wheat down a little over 1%. Euro a little bit green. Pound a little bit red. Bitcoin up 1.5%. VIX is sitting at 13.65 currently. S&P, after the big flush, bounced back to its expected move area. Flushed again, or kind of grinded lower again. And then now we're right back up on the expected move, sitting at about 60.51. I did 4 BIC tranches. I got stopped on one side of 3 of them, but currently up a little over 1,000. Did 1 price action BIC, got out at 20% on part of it, and then got stopped on the remaining piece. So that'll be a little bit profitable. I've done 3 different tranches of 6-7 put calendars. This is the one that I did at the open. Price is hanging out close to the break even, but it's up. It's up about a little over 8% currently. The second one I did was the 60-60 strike. That one's up a little bit. And then the third one that I did, which was my bot scheduled one, that one is pretty break even currently. Also just entered a 6-7 double calendar a little bit ago. And I entered a WUGA right here as we're around the expected move. I meant to enter this. I entered it about 10 minutes later than I meant to, but it's up a little bit. And my 1 DTE, I'm still holding. I did a discretionary 1 DTE after we had the flush and had a little bit of a volatility spike. So that's sitting right here up nicely. I've been considering transforming it, but I may just book profits. I'll make that decision by the end of the day. And that is about it, I believe. Chad's in the woods hunting. Individual. Oh, I did some day trading today. Had some monster day trades, actually. I'm still in Tesla. I did some both 0 DTE and 7-day options. So I'm still holding some of the 7 days, and I'm still holding a little bit of 0 DTE in Tesla to see if it's going to make one more leg up. But I'm currently up. Let's see, where's my... Why is it not showing my position? Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm currently up over $6,200 on those calls in Tesla today. I basically just, I started my position with an upside volume runner. So we had a big spike here on the third 5-minute bar. I didn't wait for a pullback. I just being, 2 days ago it hit all-time highs. It pulled back yesterday and it just felt like it wanted to make another rip. So I did not wait for a pullback to get in on that volume runner. I just got in, and then I bought a couple of little dips on the way up. I gave some back on that first pullback and I got out of my position, and I just kind of waited to see if it was going to potentially make another run. It bounced here, and when it bounced here, I got back in and just started buying and scaling in and out up to where we're at now. So beautiful trade in Tesla. I also had another big winner in UPST. We made an initial push and just kind of chopping around, and then it made a really big push with some volume up through highs of day and yesterday. And I was really looking at it from a daily chart perspective. And it had that big wick yesterday, but it just kind of ate that up today, along with the previous high that was back on 1111. So I thought we would push through here. We actually ended up pulling back, so we didn't really get the follow through, but I took a bunch out. I was trading 0 DTE options on this one. So when this pulled back right here, I got long and just caught that move up, pulled back, I caught that move. And then I tried again right here and it just kind of broke down. So I cut my loss pretty quick there, but nice winner in UPSD. I'll post once I get out of my last one, I'll post in the day trading chat, kind of my final tally, but very nice day today for day trades. The unfortunate thing about that is though, I was pretty glued to my screen all day, which I don't really like to be doing on a consistent basis. So I'm pretty close to centered on my 1 DTE. I was trying to decide if I wanted to transform this or part of this. I mean, just sticking with the strength, I would transform it into an upside vertical for new potential all-time high next week. If I did that, it would look like this. So currently I could book about $2,000 on it, or I could transform it with a minimum profit of 1,400 and a potential max profit of over 39, or right at 3,900. So that is always the dilemma with the transformers. Do I take the profit now, or do I go for a little bit more with no risk? So I'm going to do something with that by the end of the day. Got more double calendars to enter. And let's see, those will go in. I've already done my 6-7 double. Next up is my 5-7. And that'll come on here in about 15 minutes. How's everybody's day today? Trading going okay? Survived the flush? Surprisingly, if I looked at that price action, I wouldn't think my BICs are doing good, but they're doing pretty solid. Got stopped. My first tranche got stopped out on the put side. Second tranche got stopped out on the put side. My third tranche has not had a stop, and it's almost at zero. It's at 20 cents. So unless we have a big move, unless we go outside of 60.75 to the upside or 60.30 to the downside, that one will be a pin. And then my fourth tranche got stopped on the call side. That one was these first three were scheduled. The fourth one was a just a discretionary because I was still getting 15 wide. So I added another one there. Yeah, I just did Allison, I just did the one Wuga earlier. I just figured if we stay around the expected move line, which it's acting like a little bit of a magnet right now, this one would do well. But yeah, as premiums continue to get lower, I figured I'd just stick with this one. My 6-7 put calendar is not continuing to push new profits. It's kind of contracting profits here as of late. So I may bail on that one here soon. It was up 8% just not too long ago. Now it's only up 4%. But if we get a bounce, if we push higher, it will be fine. And the second and the third one are pretty flat. They had more profit a little bit earlier as well. I have noticed it seems like anyway when the profits start to level off or contract, it usually, I don't know, to me they tend not to go back up, but we'll see. I'll hold them a little bit longer. All right, so my one DTE is pretty centered here. I'm going to disable my bot. I'm going to close 3 of 5. Come on, hit it. Hit it. Should be hitting. And then I'm going to transform 2 of the 5. If I can get filled. Still no fill. A little down tick. It's really hugging that expected move line, which is also yesterday's low. All right, filled on 970 for the close, and then my transformer. Try to get that filled and locked in. There we go. All right, so I got in with 5 contracts at $14. Closed 3 of them for a nice profit, and then transform the other 2 into this. So minimum profit of 590, max of 1590. Going to post this right quick. All right, so that's good to go. Got to keep an eye on Tesla. Looking for one more push out of Tesla. That thing has been very good to me today. Oh, the AVGO butterfly. Look at AVGO. It is up 25%. So the expected move was about 13. So that would have put it at about 193, which would have been about right here. It opened at 214 and now it's at 226. I posted in this channel, I was trying to sell some verticals against my butterfly, but it just never got filled. So I'll still book 468, which on a 532 buying power. So whatever that is, 90% profit. But I was trying to sell a vertical to give myself more upside profit if it continued to run, but I just never got filled. So I'll just let that expire. Yeah, you just never know on those earnings plays. You just never know what they're going to say. I don't even know what was said, but yeah, super strong. The six, no, I'll be closing those out, Moel. Just waiting to see if we happen to get one more push up. That would help because it's kind of bleeding profits now. Yeah, I'm going to close those before the end of the day. Just waiting to see if we might get one more push up. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to any news, but did something come out pushing this market down, or is it just time for a sell-off? I don't see anything really on financial juice. The latest post on financial juice is Trump's going to try to use its best efforts to eliminate daylight savings time. I'm good with that. I don't need a time change. I'm not sure how the farmers feel, but I'm good with it. And SPX has just been sleeping on that yesterday's low at 60.50 level. See what these butterflies are trading for. Wow. Already a $1.80 with all this movement today. Okay. I guess it's already time. Sure still won't get filled for a while, but since it's so early, I'm going to start with 20 lots. If it takes a long time, I'll probably scale back to 10. Five, 7 incoming. I just posted. I posted in the trader chat channel up above. Option Omega is going to be doing a demo of their new toy coming out, which you're going to want to see. I've been, I think I'm at liberty to say now, I was sworn to secrecy for a while, but I've been beta testing the Option Omega bots auto trading for the last 6 weeks or so. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. It's going to be rolled out initially with Tasty and Tradier. So you'll want to have a Tasty or a Tradier account to use it. But when I first got access, it was on a Friday, and I was like, oh, I got something to do all weekend. And I literally set all my calendar bots up in literally about 7 minutes. And I was like, well, I guess I got to find something else to do for the weekend. That's how easy it is. I mean, it's literally choose your back test, click the button, create automation strategy, and you're done. Pick how much capital you want to allocate or how many contracts, and you're done. It's pretty awesome. Well, here's a sneak peek of the 3 calendar. So I've been doing all my calendars through Tradier with it. And so here's kind of what the dashboard looks like for open trades. So it shows this is the 5/7 I just entered. This is the 6/7 put calendar that I entered at 11:30. This is the 6/7 double calendar I just entered. Shows the strikes, opening price, current premium, opening price of SPX, time of entry, P&L, dollars and percent. No, I don't think there's any limits. It works with Tasty Trade and Tradier. So the way it's set up, and I don't want to get too much into this because this is what they're going to be talking about on Monday, and I don't want to overstep my boundaries here, but you still have all of your back tests, and then once you create an automated strategy, then it goes into your strategies, and so those will be listed here. So your original back test will stay separate. So if you make changes and things to your back test before you automate it, that's separate. But then then these are all kind of just separate back tests, and you can tweak and change those. But if you change it in the strategy, then it will be updated on the automation, but you can still, keep your other back tests separate. It's pretty slick. So the problem apparently with IB, Mauro, is you have to be a registered investment advisor to do it with Interactive Brokers. And they're not interested in becoming an RIA yet at this point anyway. Mauro loves IB. He's never leaving. Yeah, they have to go through Trader Workstation, or you have to be a registered investment advisor. or maybe both. I don't know. I don't know for sure. Come on, Tesla. I want one more push out of you for the end of the day. S&P coming down a little bit. Tesla coming down a little bit. Just pumping a little bit of premium into the, or keeping the butterflies a little bit cheap. I need a bounce to book more profits on my 6-7. Next double calendar will be the 4-7, and that's coming here in about a minute and a half. Well, maybe Tesla's not giving me another push. A decent little drop down to yesterday's high. See if it bounces here. Yeah, it does, Elliot. Very close. All right, so my 4-7's coming in. So here's what it'll look like. It'll pop up here on my dashboard once it's filled. Trying to get filled right now. There it is. So I'm going to go ahead and close this. Actually, that's my number 3 one. That's my automated one, so I'll leave that one. I need to close my number 2. My number 1 and my number 2 are my 2 discretionary 6/7s. Oh, SPX looks like it's starting to bounce. I'll give it a minute. Well, definitely not a printing press on the 6/7s like it has been, but still green. The thing about like uh, trade steward is there's certain things that don't quite translate to option omega, right? Like the opening of the VIX. Well, obviously their option omega is going to use the actual price as opposed to the arbitrary number that holy moly, I just got filled on Mahomes. 32 minutes to go. Filled on the 50s. Um, so it's going to match up with the back test on stuff like that. Like if you have a VIX filter or if you have like an up day, a up or down move filter, it's going to be exact with the back test as opposed to the arbitrary kind of opening that the trade steward uses, which is nice. And then, there's other parameters like profit targets, right? Trade steward, you still can't do profit targets without manually doing it. So, the option omega bots will do exactly what the backtest does. It'll take 20% off at a 20% profit, 20% off at 40%. So it'll do all the profit targets, all the profit actions that you have in place. It'll do all that. And then stops for 0 DTE. There, I haven't even used the intermittent versions, because it just got rolled out. But yeah, it'll be similar. You can have stop market, or you can have it start doing, rapid fire limit order exits. So you kind of have the control over the choice of what to do there. A broker rest. Well, so broker resting, you can only have your stop on the shorts for broker resting, which is the same as trade steward. And that's more of an exchange thing, because exchanges don't really support stops on spreads. Yeah, single shorts. All right, so next one coming in is my 3/6. I actually don't know what their payment situation is on the bots or how they're going to do that. I mean, I know they're going to do, they're going to have a membership for just the back tester, but I have no idea. I'm sure they'll talk about that on Monday. I'm sure they'll give us a discount. All my calendar trades are posted in the calendar trade channel, Allison. So if it's not there, I haven't closed it. Nope, not on Schwab. Just Tasty and Tradier, at least to start. My bot just filled on Mahomes. Forgot to put my profit target in on Wooga. Thank you for the reminder. So let's see. I got filled on Wooga at 435. No, listen, I'm just waiting to see if we get one more little bounce here before I bail on my 6-7 put calendars. I can actually probably close this second one here. Just trying to get filled for 285, which is what I got into on my second one. It's not filling yet. So just trying to scratch it. There we go. right, so I've closed one of these. My scheduled one that went on at 11:30, I'll hold that one over the weekend, which is the 60-40 strike. I'm just closing the two discretionary ones. Yeah, I think from what Rusty said, that they are, you know, considering or eventually will probably end up connecting to Schwab, but no, it's not on the immediate timeline. All right, so Tesla getting a little bounce off of yesterday's lows or yesterday's highs. Tasty and tradier. SPX pushing above where it's been hanging out for the last hour plus. Tesla, let's go. Make a run. Run it. It's making a run for highs of day. Unfortunately, these 0-day options that I'm using have been decaying. So they're still a little bit red. See, I got into them at 234. Yeah, I need to push through highs of day. I don't know the answer to that, Naughty Dog. I haven't heard anybody say that, so I don't think so. I'm still going to use Trade Steward for my because I have 3 Schwab accounts, so I'll still be using Trade Steward for that. I've been using Option Omega for my Tradier account, so I'll continue to do that. And then we'll see where it goes from there. I don't think I need another account. I have an old Tasty account that I don't have any money in. I took it out. So I could fund that if I wanted another account, but I think I've already got too many accounts. All right, 3.7 coming in. No, Fridays are definitely the best, Kelvin. Thursdays, I'll probably stop trading. I went back through today to look at my Thursday ones, and they were definitely the worst. which makes sense. Thursdays suck. All right. I am going to go ahead and close my first 6-7 put calendar. Head into that one at 2:30, trying to get out at my order's at 2:55. I don't think that's going to fill. No fill at 2:45. I'm going to leave it there for a minute. Dailygammon.com. No? Okay, filled at 2:45. I do have a backgammon app on my phone that I used to play sometimes, but it's been a while. Are you a backgammoner? Wow, you're a serious backgammon player. Can you play for money? Yeah, has my Wooga hit yet? No. My Wooga needs a little bit of down move. All right, we got 3-5 coming in. $150. All right. Feels good to be done when I get done with calendars. All right, so got filled on the 50 fly, pushed up to 50, almost 55, didn't get locked. Haven't been watching it, but My vertical is currently trading for about 320. We make another little push, should hit it. So I have 3.5 minutes till MOC. About 50 cents away from a lock. Well, Tesla kind of stalled out. Didn't quite crack highs of day. Maybe we'll get a big buy number and it'll push. Wooga's at break even now. Wooga's not going to like a push. Up to 54.50. Couldn't quite punch through. I think Tesla is going to rip here into the close after the MOC number. 1 minute. Maybe it's just hopeful thinking, but I think MSTR and Tesla are just going to push. Reddit's pushing into the close. I did buy some calls to hold over the weekend in Reddit. Sell side of 1 billion. It's not what I wanted to hear.
Sell side of 100.
MSTR still pushing. Doesn't care about a sell side number. Tesla almost up to highs. S&P, little pullback. Did not get locked on my Mahomes. Back to 51. Oh, my Wooga just hit 50% though. Tesla trying to push. Google's falling. PLTR and MSTR and Reddit are all pushing. Tesla's trying to crack highs of day. S&P stuck on 50. About 6 minutes. Need to move away from 50. Although, Moel, you're probably liking it. Did you get locked? Tesla pushing new highs. Why would I get upset, Dark Avenger? I always, at one point I was getting filled on everything, and then kind of my 3-7 was left over. And sometimes if I had conflicting strikes or I didn't want to add any more exposure, I would skip the 3-7, and I didn't like doing that. I'd rather skip the 3-5 if anything. So I switched them up. Is it different on my trade plan? Does it show the 3-5 going first? I may need to update that. 5 minutes. Oh, there goes Tesla. I'm going to hold some 7 DTE calls over the weekend in Tesla. See if it wants to gap up. I feel a squeeze coming in Tesla. If it's not already squeezing, I feel a real squeeze coming. Google is selling off into the close. All right, Mahomes. You're so close to locking. Let's move. Move away from your little expected move area. Three minutes. Wooga's looking good. Wooga could handle down to 45, though. I'll take a 45. Bouncing back to 51. Tesla's still pushing higher. SPX cannot get away from that 51 area. It's a magnet. Two minutes. If Mahomes pins me again, I'm switching teams. I just cannot believe how many near pins we've seen in the last couple months. Barely ever had one in the first like 3 months of trading it. Up to 52. Above 53 would be fine. A little over 30 seconds. Oh boy. Oh boy. Come on, push it. Push it real good. 15 seconds. Oh boy. Back to 50. Oh God. Don't do it to me. Ding, ding, ding. 6051.08. Still not a great close, but Wooga's a winner. BICs are winners. Price action BIC, little winner. Day trading, big winner. Calendars, little winners. Pretty good day overall. Can't complain. All right, my friends, that is it. Let's see, Monday for the live streams. Monday is the 16th. Chat will be streaming live in the morning. And then we will be back for Power Hour Live in the afternoon. Have a great weekend, everyone. Talk to you soon.